in a live. Yo.
You live?
Yes, of course. It's 8 o'clock, baby.
Get rid of my dog stuff first because I have to put in extra work to be cute.
People's in the room. People's in the room.
Man, I feel like I made it on time. Thank the
You
Lord.
did.
Woo,
Steph, what they do, baby?
Oh, I gotta put my little filter on so I can have my lashes on. Period.
What far you at? Uh-oh, my boy ain't at the gym. Okay.
Had to put my little lashes on. Hold
Just
on,
so y'all know, I'm rocking the blue, the turquoise, because of my shirt, the Rick and Morty shirt. You feel me?
His wife bought that.
My wife bought this. You know, you feel me? What far you at?
I wish I could tell them what I gotta have my little lashes on. Next time, you know what? I'm actually put on lashes. Cause this is cheating. All right, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let me turn my camera off. Nail cute on her pink. Thank you. What Ash?
Doing the same thing you was doing. Oh, I got a snagger. Okay.
I hate that.
I don't know where it went.
All right, let me hold on, cause I gotta get my lightings together, y'all. Hold on, just 1 second.
How you looking like? Ooh, go a little chocolate tonight. You feel me? Ladybug Tori, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Brianna. Hey. Y'all know every week we start off at Sweetest Girl, what's good? They do. Come on in the room.
Okay, I'm
Y'all
back.
see what the topic is.
Sherry.
Shed Alive. Paris. Hey, listen. Them products, you feel me? Them products Paris got that we shouted out last week. If you didn't see, your fault. Shameless plug once again. Hair by _P. I think that's what it is.
The best grease.
Yes, hair by _P.
And hair oil. And she do hair, y'all. She do hair really good.
For real.
If I ain't have locks, I'll go to her.
And her boyfriend to rock you up in football. And
her boyfriend or her husband?
I mean her husband. My bad.
Put some respect on his name.
Hey man, my week been going crazy. Today was a crazy day today. Queen B stepping in the building. You see her? Might have to back him up.
My week has been fairly good. My students have been testing, so I ain't really been working hard. They watched the movie today.
Man, we love you too, Paris, man. We appreciate you coming on once again. I don't know why it's not accepting Fari. I already accepted him. Like 3 times.
See, it's the light.
My skin is going through something. Paris, make something for my skin, because you're going to have to put this back or something.
Back or something. It don't never be this far back.
Y'all, we got a good topic tonight. I'm so excited to talk about it.
I don't know. Tafari probably going to have to, I don't know.
Tafari,
if I put it in a bonnet, I'm going to lose it.
What happened?
Got a bonnet. No, I'm reading the comments.
Oh. There you go. There you go. It's Nisha. What's good? How you doing? Come into the comments. Let us know how y'all week going. There you go. There you go.
Hey, Steph, you played for that comment, bro.
One of these days, maybe you should pull up in a bonnet.
Link work or slide work.
Why not Chuck?
Or Charles. Either one of y'all.
Do what?
Wow, we can like comments now, girl. Yes, we can.
They can't do that before?
No.
I've been able to do that for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks.
But Bree don't really be on social media, so she probably ain't know.
Yeah, you know she a MySpacer.
Let me put the
I want to be a MySpacer. Daddy called me.
When the ladies got
Every
do rags,
time
the
on
fellas
21,
do
what they
raw.
do? What's
Nah, I'm
up,
straight.
ladies? I see y'all in the building already. What they do?
That man
Before we
said
get
when
started, is there
they
anybody
do,
in here who had a baby
hey,
before they got married?
Steph
Or
say,
if you're married.
Ash,
What's
we
Steph
ain't
the
say
even
we do,
start yet.
we
I
do.
mean, they can put in the comments like if they're a parent or not, and if they're married or not.
Should I put what emoji should I use? This emoji?
No.
What emoji?
What
I
emoji should
can't
I
do that.
use? No emoji?
This looks dumb bright right now, and I can barely
I
see.
was gonna put the one with the shades over the eyes.
That's better because you know I'm chocolate. I like the lip chocolate. Parent, unmarried. Okay.
Ooh, we got him in the
It's out
building.
of
We're going
wedlock.
to talk about it. My main man Munch in the building.
I'm gonna
Marcus
just put that.
is in the building.
I'm gonna say before marriage. Having kids before marriage.
That's the topic, though. Like, that's the name of the episode.
I was gonna say before
Having kids before marriage.
out of wedlock, but you know a lot of people don't know that term.
Yeah, that's why the name of the episode is before marriage, so that people not know with the Jazzy what they do. Queen Jazzy in the building. Once again, like we do every week.
Go ahead, pin that.
There ain't no emoji this week.
Nah.
My dog slipping. You could have did the pregnant emoji. That's what I did for the show.
Oh, should I write it again?
No, that's fine.
Okay. This lighting is making my teeth look good.
My boy Deuce Poppy. My boy Deuce Poppy, the one. My boy in the building. Life After Athletics every Monday at 9 p.m. Yo, 9 p.m. Every Monday, y'all catch me over there on his live every Monday. Every Wednesday he come over here. You feel me?
Come over here with who?
The one. He come on. I go on his podcast. You know what
Y'all,
I'm saying?
my wax lady just joined jazzrlc.beauty.bar. Go to her. Best waxes in the business.
U.S. Unibrows
The
too?
smoothest wax I ever had.
U.S. Unibrows?
That's too personal.
I got that Frida Kahlo going.
Oh, sorry, that's Maya. Let me mute myself while she in here. Hello.
Oh my dog. Hey, you feel me? Give it. Yeah, that's love. That's love, the one. You gotta get me right, RLC Beauty Bar. You gotta get me right.
He is lying.
That TV loud.
Right.
All right, it's 8:08. 8:08. Y'all know what time it is. It's 8:08. Let's let the beat drop. You feel me? Like an 8:08. All right. So the topic tonight is having kids before marriage. I'm just gonna ask the question in the comments. I don't even want to hear from the panelists yet. I want to hear from the comments. Do you believe in it? Whether it happened or not, are you a firm believer in like it being okay?
Is it a tiebreaker?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, thank you. I'd rather you teach them about cigars than weed, so.
No, for real. No, but that was, and I mean, even though we off topic, in the athletic arena, that's new now. Like,
right.
they do their cigars.
Weed
Like,
is the medicine.
And all that stuff.
Weed is the medicine. The cigars is the ones that you need to watch out. Them
Girl,
cancer sticks. Them cancer sticks. That's another topic, though. We ain't gonna talk about that right now.
The NGO official, hey, she got a lot that she going on tonight at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all join her live too now. I'm shouting everybody out. Y'all
gonna be about 15 minutes late to hers, but that's okay. As long as you get there.
You right. You can't do nothing about it once it happens. Once it happens, it's over with. They out there. All right, so panelists, let's talk about it. I'm gonna go last. Feel me?
I'll go first since I got the most kids.
How many kids you got?
7.
What?
Okay, so my first child, I had him before I was married. And then I got married. And I had 2 kids. Then I got divorced. And I got married. And I had another child. So I can tell it from both, perspectives, whatever. Did being married make it easier when I had children? Yes. Yeah. How did I feel when I had a baby? I think even though I had a baby before I was married, it wasn't me having him before I was married that was the hard part. It was me having him at the age that I had him. That was the hard part. But if I could redo life, I would want to have been married and had a baby and stayed with that person. I wouldn't want it because, yeah, but things happen, life happened, and everything happened for a reason. So,
All right, let's hear from Tafari next. Don't go yet, Chanel. Let's hear from Tafari next.
Well, you ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, nah.
You sure?
None in heaven?
Ain't got no kids. Ain't got no kids, cuz I'm positive about that one.
Did you hear Samantha?
What's that?
She asked you, do you have any in heaven?
You're still a parent, baby.
He probably wouldn't even know.
He might have paid for it.
We got to bring that back up.
I don't think so.
It's a red flag there.
I don't think so.
Ooh, somebody said Fari got a daughter. He hiding. Ooh.
That's
That ain't cool.
Stop playing.
Claim that daughter.
Claim that daughter.
Okay, so if you met somebody and she had a son or a daughter, like, how do you view that? Do you prefer someone that doesn't have children, or like, is that one of your?
I think I prefer someone that doesn't have children because I want my first to be her first. I want it to be our first. However, if I do fall for someone that does have children, then it's like, what can I do? I fell for her already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna run from women that have children, but
you ain't running toward them.
yeah, but I ain't running towards them. Yeah, that makes sense though. But for me personally, I just prefer to have after marriage.
Oh,
That's God. I think that's supposed to say God. Unless God tell me to do it, can't do it. Listen, women with
God
kids.
ain't gonna tell you that, boss.
Women with kids is a vibe. Y'all just dumb.
I mean, truthfully, they are, because they already went through the state. Like, you got to learn how to cook now. You got to learn how to really take care of the household for real, for real. Like, it's
let me put a pin in that real quick.
You don't think so?
It's a lot of deadbeat mamas out there.
True.
There is. It is.
It's a lot of Little Caesars, McDonald's, Wendy's mamas out there.
Okay.
It's a lot of
Kids eat out every day.
It's a lot of women out there that put the responsibility on the grandparents. So we ain't gonna say that you have to, because sometimes, and this is just to throw it out there, the grandparents cripple the parents because they step in and say, "Oh, they don't know no better. Child, please, you lay down and have that baby, you better raise it."
That's
right.
true.
Because my mom was not having that when I had Jelani.
So let me tell y'all.
But I was speaking for the ones that do know how to cook.
No, I get you, but you don't. I get that you should, but you can't say you have to.
Guarantee.
He sound like he yelling to y'all.
No.
Not to me. He sound like he very passionate though.
He is loud, but it's okay, baby.
It's passionate.
I mean, I had a child of wedlock. I don't feel no type of way about it, because guess what? Everybody goal is not to be married. That's Well, I'm just saying. Everybody goal is not to be married. Maybe some people don't want to be married. Maybe some people just want to have kids. I'm not saying that was my situation. Of course, I wanted to be married sometime, once upon a time, but that's not how life happened. Y'all listening?
It's because you said
something. He don't want to
Charles.
talk about saying who was yelling. He really was yelling. He was.
Charles, are you looking?
You know how he is. his voice come from his diaphragm. He like,
Why
like
are you
singing
doing
something.
that, Charles? Why are you
so
looking like that?
He's gonna start talking, y'all. Don't worry about him.
You
Touch
annoying.
on it, brother. How do you feel about the subject?
But me, okay, see, that's see. Some people don't want to be married. Some people have kids with people, and they be together for a long time. Like, who? Wait, hold on. I can't. Hold on. If you want kids but don't want to be married, I know a lot of parents who want babysitters or a lot of kids waiting to be adopted. I had one and I was done. Like that's it. I don't want no more kids. Great point, but not everyone looks for marriage. Wow, that's a really long time. What's stopping y'all from being married? You don't want to be married?
It's people out there that really don't want to be married though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I ain't
gonna lie. I think it has something to do with culture. It has something to do with the way that you're brought up, and it has something to do with your beliefs.
Yeah.
Because I don't think as a Christian, I don't think anybody doesn't desire to be married unless they want to live a life of singleness to be committed to God. I think it's like kind of, but I think it all depends on how you grew up. What do you want to say that you so
I don't want to be
eager
married,
to say?
I don't think I want to be married.
people say like
I don't think I want to be married no more. I used to think I wanted to be married, but I don't know if that's for me.
I want to be married. I love being married. I wouldn't marry nobody else.
You gotta say that. He on the camera.
I had a practice run.
I want to get married, but it's mostly him saying it's just a piece of paper. That's what I used to say too. Cause it's like you got the government saying what you can and can't do in your marriage. If you break up, I gotta give you half of my stuff. Like it's a relationship between you, the man, and the government. I always thought that piece of paper was a kind of a.
You know what I
marriage is not just a piece of paper.
It's not, but it's not just a piece of paper. That's why I was like, okay, why do you gotta get married for real? Through the courts. Like, why is that a thing? As long as you get married under God and your family, I feel like that's what matters.
Yeah, but we gotta see. That's another thing. That's why I say it all depends on what you believe in. Because if we supposed to live by the laws of the land, like
man, I ain't living by no laws.
You have to.
By the way, though, I respect it. I respect married and unmarried folk with kids, but my viewpoint is always going to be towards my beliefs, which is kids after marriage. Yeah, true. But sometimes you have kids after marriage and the marriage don't work. A lot of married men do the same thing as a single man, and that's one of the reasons why people don't want to be married. That is so true. That is true. That's why you got to know who you marrying. A lot of people don't know who they marrying for real.
They don't.
You're right. And in the video, it was like every license is it has an expiration date. Why marriage license don't have an expiration date? I'm like, boy, that's kind of tough.
It is no. Time out. Marriage does have an expiration date. In the vows, you say "till death do us part." That's your expiration date.
You know what he meant. He said so many broken marriages nowadays. It is a lot of broken marriages.
Okay, so can we get back on topic though? Having kids before marriage. I want to know how women feel about dating men, even though they have kids. Yeah,
like, does he have a child?
Personally, I don't want to date nobody that got kids. That somebody told me that was real selfish of me because I got one. But it's like I don't care. I don't want to date nobody that have kids. I don't like.
I think it's all about your preference. It's your preference,
right? That's just my preference. I don't want to date nobody with kids.
I think I only dated one.
And first of all, I feel like as a woman, if you're dating somebody with kids, as a woman, if you have a child, you shouldn't be bringing your child around every person you talk to. And I know a lot of people that do that.
And be like, oh, this your uncle so-and-so. Oh, this mommy friend.
This is not your uncle.
Yeah, everybody ain't your uncle.
My daddy's stepkids still call him
Uncle Mac.
Uncle Mac.
That's an island thing, I feel like.
No, that's a black thing altogether.
The baby mama's baby daddy.
The kids used to call you Uncle Charles.
No kid ever called me no Uncle Charles.
Your nieces and nephews now.
Yeah, my nieces and nephews, but no,
all right, let me ask you this: if you don't want to date nobody with kids, why should somebody want to date me? That's something for them to decide. I know what I could bring to the table, but I'm saying for me, I don't want to date nobody with kids. People, trust me, Guys love girls with kids. I'm gonna just tell you
They
that.
do.
I
They
do.
do.
All right,
Guys
all right.
love
Time
girls
out.
with kids.
Let's ask this question to combat your statement. Do you believe in soul? What is it called? Not soul ties. No, not soul ties. Soulmates. Chanel,
Soulmates,
you believe
yeah,
in
I believe
soulmates?
your soulmate could be. Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, with you believing in soulmates, hypothetically speaking, your soulmate is somebody. And Kevin Samuels still alive. That's that
Yeah.
dude that be turning people off on their lives.
You trying to
But
be
listen
funny
though.
stuff? Cause that man,
No, but listen, no,
he
wait,
is
hold on,
a.
wait.
I
Stay
don't want
locked
to
in.
use no
Stay locked in.
provocative term.
Don't go away. Don't go away. Pay attention. What if your soulmate has a child, you have a child, and y'all meet, and let's say the first situationship or whatever, however it goes, it happens, and boom, y'all like, okay, like this is, oh, I love this. But then y'all don't immediately speak about what y'all have, y'all children, how y'all lifestyle. Y'all just having just random conversation and whatever. You ain't even bringing up your child.
Okay, I'm gonna say my preference is to have somebody that don't have kids, but if they do, they gotta be a great father. I would say that. Like you gotta be
Oh, of
taking care of
course.
your child. You gotta have great communication skills with your baby's mom. Like
Right.
if
No,
I
I
ain't
mean,
got a
I'm
choice,
gonna
me
be
and that
real with
person
you.
already connected, then that's different. But my preference is like no kids. But if you have one, it can't be no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No.
I'm gonna say this. It's hard to really gauge that because for me, I had my share of dealing with women with no kids, dealing with one with kids, older, younger. Like I've seen a great scale of people, and a lot of people say, "Oh, they got to be mature, they got to be this, they got to be that," and I respect that, but everybody not built the same, and everybody's relationship with their children or even with their parents isn't the same value. They don't have the same core values of which you have. So when I say that, I mean I like the older woman that I messed with who had 2 kids. She was completely, like, in my opinion, immature. She was just childish. She was cool peoples and everything, but when it came down to raise, stop. We'll talk about that when off the line. But like she was childish compared to the one that didn't have no kids, and it's like I seen that, and it was a big thing for me. And I was like, dang. And I'm talking about this is when I was out there dating. Now I'm gonna say this: don't associate dating with being with somebody.
Yeah.
I believe dating is talking. That's the so-called talking stage. I believe in dating. And by dating, yes, I don't mean having sex and all that other stuff. I'm talking about you get to know multiple people if you need to.
Oh yeah.
I believe in that. Now,
Yeah.
I
I
disagree
believe.
with that
No,
one.
wait. I believe in doing that, but allowing the person the choice of staying or not. You got to tell them, listen, this ain't no exclusive thing. I'm trying to see what, you know what I'm saying. But I just want to know that you down, like we come to understand that. Now I dated multiple people at one point, and have dated multiple people at one point, I've seen the maturity, I've seen the values that I want in a woman, like be there and not be there, and be good in certain people but bad in other areas, and be bad in certain people and good in other areas. So at the end of the day, what you're looking for sometimes, it may not come off as it doesn't come from the perfect cloth. Like after dealing with my last situation, I didn't want to deal with no more females with children. I was like, I am done. I can't do this. And I married my soulmate. She got 3 kids.
See?
So at the end of the day, I think that sometimes, the funny part about it is, here come one of them nuggets that I drop every week. This is gonna get you full off this. Your list don't mean nothing when you really find true love.
That's true.
That's true. Well,
Whatever you got on your list, they gotta have this, they gotta have that. I don't want this, I don't want that. I want them to talk this way, eat this way. If you make up a list, your person is still gonna be stuck on the shelf until you relinquish that list and say, God, give me what I need. Give me what you better call God, because if you call Buddha, he gonna send you a booger wolf. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be sitting there thinking that you got, you feel me? But at the end of the day, the person that you think is your person, y'all keep up with the comments while I'm talking. But the person that you think will be your person is not. They don't come on your list.
She said, "I never date a smoker."
And I felt
and married him.
Married. But for real though, like the sad part about it is we like to put up these lists and say, I prefer this and I prefer that. And that's a good thing, but you got to think about dating or trying to be in a marriage. You got to think about long term. When we buy cars, we think, oh, I want this car. I want that car.
Right.
The goal is to get from the goal is to get from point A to point B without stress. That's the simple goal.
She said, no, I wouldn't date a stud. Now look at me.
Y'all pray for people in the comments, okay? Pray for the people in the comments.
That's rich.
Pray for the people in the comments. No, but for real though, like you have preferences. Like I always wanted a Charger. I got a family of 7. I count.
You counted the dog that y'all just got?
Yeah, we just counted the dog.
Baby.
But I got a family of 7. It's not 7 seats in that car. At the end of the day, I had to go get some with 3 rows, and I had to be we had to be responsible in doing that. So at the end of the day, you got to look at it from a smart perspective. And then on top of that, like to go back to the comment of you, like every license has an expiration date, but a marriage doesn't. This is a binding contract that you can't get out of. This ain't no lease. This ain't no, you signing something that you signing your, like, you know how they talk about selling your soul? You're signing your soul to somebody. You're joining somebody to get like together, and that's why it's till death do us part. Because a car, you can replace a car. You cannot replace the specific person of your wife. I can go get married again, but I'm never gonna marry Samantha again.
Right.
You can't do that. So
this man
that's why.
Except for being chocolate. And look at y'all so happy and in love.
Listen, Charles wanted a light-skinned girl that could sing.
And actually, it's neither of those.
Neither.
I said light skin, but singing, that everybody else put that on me. I never said she had to sing.
Neither. But you know what I was gonna say a while back when we was talking? It's one thing to date not even date. It's one thing to engage in a relationship with somebody that has children, and it's like you say, okay, I'll talk to somebody with kids. Like I don't mind that, but then it's a girl with 2 kids and she don't go to school. She work at McDonald's, no ambition. She be in the club, and then you see a girl that got 2 kids, but she in school at night and work during the day, taking care of her business to be a better person. That's what I feel like a lot of people picture people with children, especially us as like in our young age, in our 20s. Like, oh, she don't have no ambition because she have kids. Like now her life over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is not true.
Envision females like that. But when Charles met me, I had 3 kids already, but I was on my way to nursing school. Like it's not like I was trying to bum it, have food stamps and Section 8. You know? So I think people do them differently. Yes, sir.
Steph, what if the daddy died? Go ahead, Charles.
She wasn't on her.
Daddy died.
She wasn't on the way to nursing school. Don't tell her that.
Was I not making up my mind to go to nursing school?
You was thinking about it. Who helped come and push that vision though? Let's call it spade a spade.
Oh my God. Oh no, women with children get it out the mud the hardest. For sure. They really do.
Not all of them.
Okay, let's
be
be
real.
positive here.
Like you gotta think about it. Sometimes, okay, I'm looking at it from this perspective. Sometimes, okay, let's go scripture, right? The Bible says, "He that findeth the wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor in the sight of God." Mm-hmm. Sometimes favor is unlocked until you get married.
True.
So when you hypothetically speaking, and I'm not demeaning you at any point or anybody to be discouraged, and they say, oh, I got to get married for this stuff to happen. But some things are only going to be held up until you join union with the person that you're supposed to be with, so that once you have found favor in the sight of God, it's like it's not just you no more. On the behalf of the person that's praying for you or lifting you up, God is like, I gotta make this happen. I gotta do this for them because it's them. It's not just him. It's not just her. It's them. It's more than what meets the eye. So when you was making up your mind, I helped push you to make up your mind. And remember, we remember the story. We were sitting at the school, and it was like issues that was going back and forth and everything, but it all prevailed. Had you came to that speed bump, you told me that if I didn't push you to stay there that day, you would have went home. Yeah. And your Nurse Jackson and your Nurse Jackson today, not Nurse Edwards. Thank you. Okay.
What you gonna say, Tafari?
Do you want a pat on the back?
Hey,
go ahead. I'll take all cookies. Send them in the
Wait,
DM.
I
DM you my PO box.
That's why when you get married to the right person, it's your helpmate. Like, they gonna help push you. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know you're the person?
And you know what? I know I'd be an amazing wife.
How do you know that you're supposed to be with somebody? You pray about it. God will reveal who you're supposed to be with. Y'all want me to tell my testimony?
Say it for the unsaved.
Wait, no, Charles.
God,
and then I feel like I got some signs, and people be ignoring the signs.
But people,
you see, a lot of people ignore the signs, and I'm not gonna talk to the people.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, and you can be mad at me and all that. Don't take a hit on Durags Bonnets. Take a hit on me. I take the charge. I'm not talking to the people that's unsaved, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna preach what I know. I don't know about being unsaved. I know about Jesus Christ at all day long. Okay. So I'm gonna say this: you go to God and ask Him, God, is this for me? At the end of the day, there's sinners out there that's going out there robbing, stealing, and they say, Lord, keep me safe in Jesus' name, amen. And they go shoot somebody up. That's so true. why y'all that don't have no, you don't believe in there a higher power and all that other stuff. Child, please, you better go to God, go back to your roots, because your grandma is the reason why you still alive. Had your grandma not paid for you, you was dead. Thank you. So I'm gonna go back to what my testimony is. And my testimony is that I asked God, listen, hey, if this is the one, you got to let me know, because I just said that I don't want no women with no children. And she got 3 of them things, God. You got to show me that this is a sign. And I asked God.
She probably was laughing at you.
Be quiet. I asked God straight up. I said, God, if this is the one, and I was specific. God is not, don't run around the bush. God knows your heart, and He knows what you're saying in your head. I asked God specifically. I said, God, if this is the one for me, I want somebody that doesn't know who she is to call her the nickname that I called her in high school. As we all know, we talked about it on the episode before. I used to call her Bowleg in high school. And my mentor came around the corner, and the first words he said, he didn't say hi, he didn't say hey, he didn't say speak of Spanish. But that man said, who this is that walking around the corner looking all bow-legged? I looked at her, smiled, and I knew from that day. And that was literally like what? The second week we were talking, we hadn't even made it official yet. I knew that she was my wife. You have to go off the confirmations. God will reveal who He is to you when you call on Him. If you truly call on God with a right heart. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I'm trying to trick God into knowing if this is my husband or this is my wife. No. You go to God and ask for real. God, I want marriage. And if what you're talking about lines up with the word of God, at the end of the day, God is gonna answer it. Because He's not a man that He's
I'm gonna wait till 11:11. Like, God, please, Lord.
Don't. First of all, don't wait to know 11:11, because God don't go off that number. That's them.
God, please,
that's
11:11.
them.
I feel like African spirituality, but that's another topic. I feel like a lot of people,
the roots.
Y'all be the roots. This the thing. I feel like Satan is meant to be deceitful. So if you see a whole crowd, like a lot of people running towards something that's not usual, like it's all of a sudden, and it's something that we viewed negatively, or something that is controlling by chance, like I don't know how to find the right words. A lot of it be deceitful stuff that y'all just run to. So when it comes to African spirituality and stuff like
New
that,
age
and
stuff.
that's a thing that a topic I will probably
Okay,
never
that's
have.
another topic because everybody
Right,
just believe in something
that's what I'm
else,
saying.
so
That's a topic that I would never have. So you're right, that is like another topic not for this show.
Hey, just to pick up on what Chuck said, that don't mean go running around calling people bowleg and then
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you have
confirmation.
married
You
Chuck or
gotta,
been
it gotta be
with
something real.
with two kids and a baby mama. Ash, that's for you.
Hold on, what happened? Would you have married Chuck or been interested? I know what kind of father he is to children that aren't biologically his and children that, a child that is biologically his. So yes, I will have. And I know that Charles will handle his baby mama, ex-wife, or whoever accordingly. So yes.
I put people in their place. I'm just letting. And I ain't saying that to be like, but I don't let foolishness go on in my life. If you come with all the playing the games, I'll just tell you straight up, hey, nah, we ain't there. We
Honestly,
not doing that.
I would have never thought. I mean, I would
Period.
never.
They is all head.
Period. And wait for the name change coming soon.
All right, you doing too much.
The Jackson 7.
You named the dog Jackson too?
Of course.
Yes. Cocoa Beans.
Dogs have last names?
Everything that's attached to me got my name on it.
Well, I'm sorry. You, Charles, Orion, Jelani,
Name's right.
Gaia,
and Cocoa Beans.
Okay. I was like 7. What?
Why y'all keep worrying about the 7?
Because you keep saying I keep on getting confused because the dog.
It's new. It's 24 hours. We just got the dog yesterday.
The dog.
So it's a pit bull.
What's the name of it?
Cocoa Beans.
Chico.
Oh, Chico Bean. Chico Bean. I keep calling him Cocoa Bean. He black. Anyway. It's fine.
Y'all really named this dog Chico Bean?
Yeah.
Y'all.
So, what's our next question, y'all?
Miss Beautiful Black, thank you for the follow.
Hey.
Okay, so if you could redo it, Chanel, since you the only one on here. Oh God. It's explicit, so mom has to take care of it. Water. Okay, so Chanel, if you could redo it, would you have Maya when you had Maya? Or would you wait, or would you do it earlier? What would you change if you could change it?
Put it in the DM. Put it in the DM, Paris.
I don't know. I can't say that I have to. I don't know because I don't know how things would be different if I waited or if I didn't wait. I think I had her at the right time that I was supposed to have her. So I mean, I don't really think about like if I should have waited. I don't think about that. So
well, what would you have changed? Like, would you want to be in your own place first? Did you want to make a certain amount of money?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Definitely. Who don't want to make more before they have kids? I definitely would want to make more. I mean, I make good money now, but like, I definitely would. When I first had her, I wasn't making this type of money. So yeah, I probably would have wanted to make more. Probably have my own place. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably would have waited a little longer.
So Fari, just going off that question. Would you prefer to be in a different mental space before having children? And I'm saying this after marriage. I already know how you feel about being a husband before you be a father. But let's say you are a husband, like in this state, and you starting to progress in your marriage. How long do you think you would wait before you try to attempt to even have children? Like, what's the baseline of at least, okay, I'm gonna have a baby after this? Like, what's this?
This for me will be where I could take care of her without her working.
Your baby mama.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
We just talked about that.
So, like, because for me, let me say this again. For me, when I get married, once we have our first child, or whenever we have a child, I need you off for a year.
Talk to him.
9 months, because
Energy.
it's the 9 months that for the child, and then 3 months after that, because there's so much of how much your body go through as a woman. I need to make sure you good. Like pregnancy is
Right.
there's no joking matter at all.
Irresponsible?
Like, it's like a thin line of a life or death. Like truthfully, that's how I see it. You bringing a life in. Anything could happen at a point in time of her carrying my child. So I need her off for a year. The 9 months of up to the child, and then 3 months after the child to make sure she snapped back to what she was before.
Amina said, do you think, I can't read the whole comments. Can you read it?
Do y'all not agree that it's irresponsible to have children before you're married or before you have anything established for yourself? So I wouldn't say that it's irresponsible.
Because some of it is planned.
So yeah, sometimes it's planned, but I would say that it's better to plan. All right, my granddaddy had a saying. He who fails to plan plans to fail. It's better to plan things out and have your ducats in a row to make light of the conversation.
Yep.
Than to just go out there and just, you freewheeling. Right. You out there just hunting with no condom, and then it's like, oh my gosh, the baby done popped up on me. No.
Right.
You understand the ramifications of having unprotected sex, ma'am. Like a lot of people equate condoms with STDs. A lot of people always, they forget about that you can have a baby. I don't see how they forget, but they forget that you can have a baby without, bump STD. An STD, some of them are curable. You can't cure children.
Right.
Like,
you can't.
Unless you believe in that Planned Parenthood stuff, which I don't believe in. So, at the end of the day, if you out here sending kids back and forth between God, that's on you. Right. Like, you laid there. And I hate like, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. Like, earlier this week, found out somebody was pregnant, and I was looking in the comments, and I saw a lot of congratulations, but I was saying in my head, like, what are we congratulating? Like, to be real with you, this person is not where they want to be, and they've expressed this greatly since the time that I've known them, that they had a dream, and now I know this person, so this dream is going to be put on the back burner. You're not going to work towards that because you're working on something else right now. Having kids, it takes so much time out of your day that literally I look at my day in itself, dropping off the kids, picking up the kids, making sure they eat, making sure they do all that stuff is time consuming. A lot of that time can be spent working on your dream, working on your business, or whatever the case may be. But now you take a hit on that. And do you sacrifice sleep? No. Why? Because when that baby is first born, you already going to be sacrificing sleep because they don't have a normal sleep schedule. They don't sleep 8 hours. You got to deal with feeding, changing. Your body's going to be worn out. So then you go into this space where either you deprive yourself sleep or you deprive your dream. And a lot of times when you deprive something, sometimes it doesn't live the same way no more. So the same dream that you had, now instead of it having 2 legs, now it's working on 1 leg and a crutch. And now, once you get to the point where you can fully invest in that dream, it's like, 10 years later, 10 years down the line, and you don't even have the same passion that you once had. So, like, I think that instead, not irresponsible, but I think it should be more responsible for you to plan it. Plan it out. If you're going to do all that, go ahead and do your dollar. But if you know the risk, like Steph said, the risk, it got to be worth it. Like, I'm going to risk 18 years. Like, let's put it in a different light. If you know going to go rob a bank going to give you a certain amount of years in jail, do you really want to take that risk? Do you need that money that bad? Do you need a child that bad that you're going to risk 18 years of either putting your dreams to the side and all that stuff to make sure that because you're not just responsible for you no more. You're responsible for a whole nother life. You're responsible for the way this person looks at life. You're responsible for emotions. You're responsible for feelings, food. You're not just responsible for bringing it out here into the world. You got to maintain it while it's out here in the world. Because if you don't maintain it, you're going to jail.
People
You're
plan
going to
to
jail.
end up single though, but planning is not just because you're in a relationship or because you're married. Like we're not saying like that. We're talking about
You can't never plan. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but you can't never plan one plan. You have to have multiple plans when it comes down to children because you never know what's going to happen. I can sit here and say, I want my sons to do a certain thing. I play football. I want them to play football. What if they don't like football? You can't go based off of what you know. You got to have I know plan. You got to have an I feel plan. You got to have they feel plan. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to kids, all plans change. Everything that you etched out, your kid is going to have his own life, her own life. They're going to make their own decisions. And because they're going to make their own decisions, you can hold their hand, but you can never say you have to do this. Because when you force life on your children grow up to resent you because now you're living vicariously through your child and it takes away from their life and you trying to live your life through them. No, you can't do that. Who tried to join? Well, I don't know who you is.
that's one of the Tafari people.
J Bucks S. Who trying to join?
What you about to say, Chanel?
I done forgot because Charles. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know what? Next week, I'm not going to be on the episode.
Well, whatever, because you said me and Chanel. Never mind. But no.
What he said?
He said, remember you said me and Chanel was going to do a, we'll talk about it
Y'all
after.
was running the episode.
We'll talk about it after.
Y'all finna have y'all own episode. Don't worry.
We'll talk about it.
Good. Can't wait.
We'll talk about it after. But,
Hey.
but yeah. And then, you know, I was going to say, like, you know, she said something about, like, establishing your life before you have a child. I think that's another thing. A lot of people associate established as you live in comfortably, like with a lot of money, all your bills paid, blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, that's cool, whatever. That's smart, whatever. But that don't mean I need to be driving a new car. That don't mean I need to have a 5-bedroom house. Like, everybody's standard of being established is different. Like, as long as my child's happy and healthy, that's that. That's what they need, to be happy and to be healthy, have food, someplace to live. And when I say someplace to live, I mean like a bed, of course, like, you know, a comfortable life, but not like I have to buy my kids Gucci, you know?
Oh,
like
no.
Because they be thinking that. I'm not buying my kids no Gucci. I did that with the first child, and I ain't buying Gucci. I bought
one reason why I personally can't have a child before marriage, because I'm somebody that, like, I feel like I'd be taking care of my baby mama too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we not together, I probably will still take care of her to the point, like, yo, she carried my child. She brought my child into her. I got to always make sure she good.
Okay, that'll change.
You know what I'm saying? So, for that, it's going to be like,
That'll change.
me and her not together. Like, if me and her not together and somebody else try to come in the picture.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, for me, I can't do the BM. I got to be married to, because I'm only having one marriage.
Listen, but I feel like even if you have a baby mama, when you realize like that's not the person that you're going to be with, of course, you're going to probably always make sure they're good to a certain extent because your child probably going to live with them or be with them, of course. But when you I want to have my life. I want to be in love. I want to go do what I got to do. And I'm not going to sacrifice that for this. Like, that's my past. That's over with. I think that you'll be more inclined to doing less for your baby mama and more for who you're pursuing.
I ain't never said I was going to be a goop for my baby mama.
You know what I mean?
I said I was going to make sure she's straight.
That's big. That's big.
He do fraud.
Who do fraud?
Whoa, she talking about the common parent sense out
there.
there.
Care of 2 families. Boy, what you do? You in the NFL?
Hey, but listen though, I got a question. I really got a question towards the having kids before marriage, all that other stuff. Why is it that the generation before us is okay with this, but now our current generation isn't okay with co-parenting? Co-parenting, and by co-parenting, I'm talking about how hey, mommy's over here.
Hey, mommy.
So a lot of the older, you know, the last generation X or whatever you call them.
My mama them.
No, look, between them and our generations, I see a lot of parents. They don't have a lot of baby mama, baby daddy drama. They literally have, you know, the mom and the dad. They still parent that child, and the step parents. They hang together. They be at the events, the sporting events.
But
They be like chilling, like they can still go over to each other's houses and stuff.
back then,
But in our generation, boy, you see the baby mama in the comments, and they having Twitter
They gonna
fans.
add it. Yeah, that is true.
I wish I could co-parent. I wish we could have that type of relationship because it'll make my life. Well, it won't make my life easier, but I mean,
I think it makes the
Because they'll be
kids'
at their
life
daddy's
easier.
house.
right.
Because I look at the situation. The situation that I have in mind is my cousin, Mari and OJ. Like their parents, they're all parents. Like they say at every event, to my mom's and my dad's. Like they don't be like, oh, to my mom and James and my dad and Sharette. No, it's like, they really have conversations. And I agree, Mom, it is like low self-esteem. But at the end of the day, when you bring a child in the world, we have to stick by our guns and say that it takes a village to raise a child. I don't believe in telling my brother Tafari that he can't check my son, because if he sees my son in error and he know that this is not the values that I raised my son in, he knows exactly what to say to him. But that also goes with having genuine friends that not just your homeboy that you talk on the phone with. I'm talking about we go places together, we do things together. So, and my children see that. So when they see Uncle Fari, they know that he on what I'm on. Why is he on what I'm on? Because he see how I am with them. Now, it's some things that he may not agree with, but at the end of the day, the values are all the same because we're genuine friends. We believe similar, at least.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I'm not going to be sitting there looking at him like, why are you checking my kids? We got to get out of that. That's why a lot of these kids running these streets nowadays. That's why a lot of these kids having children and they children. And this is why a lot of these kids not having the proper upbringing when it comes to a village raising them. Like when do we get away from that?
Right.
Like, that's terrible.
Who's this? This person that just wrote all of this. That is so true. And honestly, I feel like
the comments. What it say?
it says,
Honestly, this generation doesn't understand what true co-parenting is. And when some of these males date baby mamas and baby daddies, they honestly see negative in the other person. You cannot hold it hostage to that child that y'all laid together, and now that y'all don't get along, now all of a sudden we can't be parents no more. No, at the end of the day, when we lay, that goes again to going back to really planning this. If you are going to have children out of wedlock, you need to know each other's values. You can't just lay with the next person just because they look good. You got to know each other's values. I want my child to be raised in church. Okay, well then, but see, that's because we dating with our eyes and not with our true hearts. Because if we really dated with our hearts, we would talk to the person to see what they own. Because then I would know the risk. If I bring my child into this world and you don't take them to church just because we at odds, that means that you don't believe the same way I believe in. No, we can't do that. And I don't believe in that. And now that's something that causes turmoil in the relationship and the parenthood. No, we ain't doing all that, man. Bump that. Yeah. If we really got down to the core values before we even laid in bed with each other, we would know if this was the right person or not.
Aside from that, because that's not what I was going to say, but yeah.
I'm dropping the mic. I'm done for tonight.
I was going to say, and a lot of the times in those type of situations, the pillow talk that's between the old mother or father and the new girlfriend or boyfriend be, oh, she did this, she like this, she like this, she's so malicious, she did this, she keeping my son away from me, blah, blah, whatever. So when you have a new person, they can't even be on the same page as the other parent because they already viewing them negatively. They already saying like, oh, she this, and this, or he this, and this. So that's why co-parent, if you got a baby mama, and I'm like, you always got to do this, you got to do that, because you done told me so much bad stuff about her. Of course, when your child trying to come around, that person gonna be like, because then she gonna be using the baby because Co-parenting don't work like that. Like, come on.
Gotta be grown and talk about
Instead of coming for growth, it does come with growth. And many conversations that bitter people not even trying to have. Steph said, I feel like co-parenting is when you realize being bitter gets us nowhere and it's about the kid and not us. And so everyone involved makes a decision to put the needs of the child first. Yes, I agree. I agree, Steph.
I can't wait till we have this Durags Bonnets live and not on the live. You feel
Don't
y'all feel what
worry,
I'm saying?
coming soon.
Coming soon.
My husband BM blocked him for 2 years after she cussed at him, and he cursed back because she didn't like being cursed at. It's a lot of standard that we, as women as well as men, have to fix for the sake of the kids. Facts.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
I was a kid before marriage and put
my mom
very
out.
Awakening position. Tafari, stop moving. He keep moving. I can't see the words.
She had to marry my dad to save my face when God literally told my grandma to tell my mom not to marry my dad.
Listen, I wish I would have listened to my mama and not got
And listen
married
to me.
Yeah. And listen to me.
Jackson, make it through the mud.
You know, whatever.
Just throw her under the bus, cuz.
Everything happens for a reason. Cause I told her, I was like, listen, Ash, I don't think you should do this. I don't think next thing you know. So I got
okay, don't tell my business.
I told you not to do this. But you know, whatever.
Yo, that's my mama.
All right.
Go follow her.
All right.
Don't follow her.
All right, check this out. So we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. Go ahead and give your closing remarks. Fari, go ahead. You start it off.
I don't.
What you want to tell the people? Educate them.
Oh, if y'all gonna have children, please make sure it's with the right person. That's it. Really.
What he said.
Right.
Really.
All y'all gonna have the same closing remarks.
My closing remarks is
we got the same remarks.
Like, just to follow up, man. You don't want to have children with somebody that don't have the same mindset, morals. Just you don't. That's gonna cause chaos.
And listen, don't be hunching without condoms if you know you don't want a baby with that person.
If you got issues, go back to my Instagram, Chuck_E98, and go back and look at soul ties. Don't go get no soul ties.
Right.
Bump all that.
Right.
Go get a soul tie on. You see it. Look, I take my wedding ring off, and it still shows that I'm married. I got a burn on my finger, basically.
Nah, that's doing for
This is my wedding ring right here. All right,
no, but for real.
Come on. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode.
I know. I'm on time.
Oh, what's my? I don't have no closing
my closing remark is just simple. I don't believe in having kids before marriage, but if you do, like they said, you just got to know that it's the right person. You got to know that you're willing to go at least 18 years to help raise this child. And this doesn't just go for the 18 years that they in your household, but you got a lifetime. This is a lifetime contract. Just like getting married, this is a lifetime contract that you got. You will forever be their dad, whether you in the house or not. You will forever be their mom, whether you at every game or not. You are their parent. So because you are their parent, you have to know what you're putting yourself up to. And you signing your life away to that child. This ain't nothing where you just like, oh, I can just stop being a parent or child. Please bump that.
My closing remarks is that we're going to see y'all next week. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
How many more minutes we got? 0?
We got like a 1.5.
All right, let me do my closing remarks. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Durags and Bonnets, Season 1, Episode 8. We look forward to seeing y'all next week. We only got 2 more episodes left in this season. Next season, we coming back better than ever, and hopefully in a new setting. Thank you guys for joining us. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Let me do my sign.
It's coming up.
That's y'all sign. That ain't mine.
I'm not throwing it up.
I'm telling you.
But we are having a party, y'all, and y'all invited. Durags Bonnets.
All right. I'll let y'all.
Durags.
Tonight.